hello.
Hello, we're back at the compost heap in hot compost version, whatever.
2.0.
Well, I've done at least one weekly update on how the compost is going, and I wanted to give another update today about how things are going with our hot composting experiments. I would say we've got 2 of the 3 piles hot.
Yeah, they're what, almost 140
They've been
Fahrenheit?
up. The one has been running at about 135 to 140 for almost, oh golly, 10 days or so.
It's amazing.
That is amazing.
It's like really hot.
And it's starting to cool down just a little bit, but it's still hot. And, you know, I just want to kill all the weed seeds and pathogens in there. The other one is running now at 140, and it's been up over into the hot zone for about, I would say 4. Well, we built it a week ago. I'd say it hit the hot zone within 2 days or so. So 5 days. It's
unbelievable.
It is unbelievable.
I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Now the other one hasn't started to heat up yet. Now I wonder if you can guess which ones has stopped heating up. This is our leaning tower of compost. I think we had a critter that came over and tipped it over, or maybe a bear or something. What are we at?
We're at 130.
130, which is right on the zone. Yeah, it's gone down. It's starting. This pile is 2 weeks old, and about 2 weeks old, and it has started to cool down. This is the one that we made out of the grape pomace and hay and various other things putting in here. But it has been very successful, wouldn't you say?
Oh, it's been great. But so, we'll open it up the next days, and
yeah, in the next few days, I think. Once it starts dropping under 130, we might give this a flip. But it's getting decent aeration through this pipe right here. Now, this is the pile that is the other pile that has a ventilation shaft. This pile is 1 week old, and it has really composted down really well. You'll notice that the ventilation shaft is here, and it has about 1-inch holes that Sage drilled in. If you put your hand above it, you actually feel the heat coming out of it, and you can actually see some condensation. I don't know if you can see it on here, on the inside of the pipe. This pile heated up after 2 days all the way up to 145, and it has been holding pretty steady at that temperature for 5 days. So that is amazing. Most importantly, also, you can see how far down. It's really composted down a good 2 feet since we began this pile. All right, Sage, so what are we going to do today to help this pile?
Mix this compost. Hopefully get a little bit of a temperature.
So we're going to pull it out of here.
And we're going to add some grass in.
This is cut grass from yesterday.
And alfalfa pellets.
Have you used alfalfa pellets in compost before? They are high in nitrogen and nutrients. So and they also have some really nice enzymes in there as well. I'm just curious as to whether there's any heat coming out of this thing at all, that pile, if there's anything. Now, Sage has taken out half of this pile on the top, and it's interesting. We put the compost thermometer back in, and it is reading. It's now into the steady zone. It's rising up to about 90 now. So that gives me some hope as we turn and toss this pile and mix it back up again. We'd started this pile just with garden materials that we were pulling out of the kitchen garden, and it just wasn't heating up. And so that's when we went ahead and added the grape pomace into it, and in hopes of getting it started moving up a little bit more. So Sage is doing a really good job and I'm doing an excellent job of watching. Lazy me. Give that a toss. All right, what I'm going to do now is actually take some alfalfa pellets. We're going to actually wet this down pretty well, and then you're going to mix it up. The good news is it's going to rain tomorrow, we hope.
Oh, it's definitely.
Okay, let's throw in some of this green down here. This is grass clippings that we just Sage did some mowing, a little bit of mowing yesterday. We're adding in the grass clippings. Let's do some water. So that should be seriously more aerated.
I mean, if it's gonna rain tomorrow, we don't.
It is going to rain tomorrow. Toss it on up, and we'll put some of this in too with it, and then we'll let this down. Okay, hang on a second. Let's put some more green in. I want to wet down that alfalfa pellet. I'm really thinking that the biggest factor in all of this has got to be the aeration. So this is a pile that's probably going to have to be monitored the very most for don't you want to be a hot pile? Yeah, really loosen that stuff up. Let's throw some alfalfa in. Hopefully we can get this sucker going. Yeah, sort of lean it up against. Yeah, that's good. That's good. And let's stick that thermometer back in. Get hot, you compost. Well, hopefully this is going to do the job, but 2 out of 3 ain't bad as far as hot compost. What we've learned so far is aeration, aeration, aeration. And we'll see if putting additional greens in this pile works and turning it. I have the feeling this pile is going to need turning a lot.
That's okay.
All right.
Till we have room in the other ones.
Yeah, well, we'll just keep tossing and mixing in together. So thank you so much for watching today. I hope your garden's growing well, and I hope if you're a compost geek like I'm starting to be. Oh, we're a compost aficionados.
A compost nerd.
I'm a compost nerd at this point. But you know what? I just want to be able to produce my own compost where I know where it came from. And I don't love buying in materials, but sometimes, especially this time of year, there's not a ton of green stuff around. Things are starting to turn. And I don't have chickens and livestock.
Not yet.
All right, y'all. Take care.
Subscribe.
Yeah, do that. Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao.
I don't think I'm going to get chickens because my family won't let me. My
They
immediate
won't?
family won't let me.